Good morning. Happy Monday. It's Monday, April 13th. It's almost 10 o'clock in the morning. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you had a good Easter. Hopefully you got, I don't know, to do something different. I know it wasn't normal. I'm just going to be honest with you. I found myself feeling pretty sad yesterday, like really sad. And that surprised me because I love Easter. It's one of my favorite holidays. And I knew it would be different this year. I knew it would with everything going on. I wouldn't get to see my family and we weren't having community Easter egg hunts and stuff like that. And I was ready for it. And then it happened, and I just found myself really sad. I don't know if you've ever been there yet. I know some of you in your journals had said you were frustrated and you were ready to be able to see your friends, and you felt lonely or you were bored, all of those things. And it's been a long time in these houses, and I get it, man. And I've done pretty well, but um, yeah, yesterday it just really hit me. And so I just want to encourage you that if you are there at that point where you're feeling sad or frustrated or lonely or aggravated or mad, that it's okay. It's seriously okay. We all do. We all feel that way. So just embrace those feelings and don't bottle them up. Find a way to channel them. I had to cry yesterday, and I know that seems crazy, but I did, and it felt good. But a couple of words of advice. This is how I've sort of been dealing with it in my own house. I take daily walks, and I know some of you are athletes and you were writing about how you've been working out or you were running or all of these things, and that's fantastic. I'm sure that helps with getting out that energy, that just build up emotion. Um, Also, Mr. Kramer told us this, that he had learned from a therapist or a therapist friend of his that to try to learn to do something new, that channeling your energy into something like a new skill could be helpful. And so he was learning to play guitar. I have been teaching my kids Spanish, so I'm pretty good at Spanish. Obviously, I'm not a Spanish teacher, I'm not great, but I know a lot of vocabulary words. And so we've been learning Spanish together. So my boys are 8 and 4, and they've learned 32 words so far. And it's been really fun. That's been a good way to channel our energy into this learning of something new. When they are done with quarantine, they'll be able to say, I learned 100 words or whatever. That's kind of cool. Um, I also am painting the doors in my house, which that's not a new skill, but it is a nice way to just decompress. Just to, I don't know, put my energy towards something that's not on a video screen. So anyway, I just want to encourage you to find something that you can do outside of watching TikTok videos and outside of, schoolwork on the computer and TV and Netflix. Find something that you can put your energy in, that will help you deal with those emotions. And know that if you need anything, you can email me. So I hope you're doing well. I really do. I know that this is hard. Um, with that being said, this is my agenda for the week. And I feel like I have to sneeze, but I'm not going to stop this video because I've been talking for 3 minutes and I don't want to start over. So if I sneeze, I'm sorry. Okay, so if you look above me, we're still talking about personal narrative. So last week you did the personal narrative packets, and I'm in the process of going through those and giving you credit for those. And that was just everything you need to know about personal narrative, right? You learned about tone, you learned about dialogue, you learned about using sensory language, you learned how to make it more interesting, all of those things, right? How to pick a narrowed down topic instead of a broad topic. Like you don't want to write about your whole entire sophomore year, or you don't want to write about the whole entire time that you've been in quarantine, but you want to write about that one moment. Like I've been in quarantine just as long as you, since like what, March 17th or something crazy like that, almost a month. And instead of writing about that whole entire thing, I could write a really good personal narrative about how I felt yesterday, about my Easter, right? About waking up and wondering if I did enough for my kids. Would this be an Easter that they remembered? Would they be disappointed? Missing my parents, missing the fun egg hunts. I could write a whole personal narrative about that, about how I felt from beginning to end, instead of my whole entire time in quarantine, if that makes sense. Um, So instead of writing a personal narrative about your best friend, how about the day you met your best friend? What is the first thing that person said to you? Maybe it was funny, or maybe it was weird, and you were like, I don't know about this kid, right? So think about that. What would be a good story to tell that you could tell and would entertain us, and you can include dialogue and sensory detail. You remember it really well, and you're the main character. Okay, so that's what we're going to be working on is writing these personal narratives. If you look over this way, I did it. It's hard to know which way to point. It's the opposite of what you think. If you look over this way, you'll see the agenda for the week. So one thing to keep in mind is every day you need to sign in and do these daily DOLs every single day. Okay, they're very easy. It's between 3 and 6 questions, and it's multiple choice. Okay, so do those daily DOLs, and then at the end of the week, so on Friday, I will check them, and then Saturday morning, you will get a daily DOL score. Okay, so if the total points is 15, you'll get a score out of 15. Okay, so make sure you're doing them every day. If you don't do one day, and that was a 4 point assignment, then you were marked absent that day. You didn't check in with me, but also that's 4 points off on your daily DOL grade. So make sure you do those every single day. Okay, I do check them every day, but you're not going to get the score until Saturday. Um, so then the next thing is pointing the wrong way. We're working on personal narratives. So today I'm going to put a form out sometime this afternoon, probably right before lunch. And all you have to do is you have to fill it out with what your personal narrative topic is going to be. Okay, any of those things I just talked about, go back through that packet and come up with a narrowed down topic. What do you want to write a narrative about? No, don't ask me how many paragraphs this is going to be or how long it has to be. You're going to write a personal narrative story. Your story might be longer than somebody else's story. So um, there's not going to be a paragraph length, is what I'm trying to tell you. So come up with something. I could really write a good story about the time that I fell off the monkey bars and broke my arm or whatever. Okay. The time that I asked Susie to homecoming. I don't know. Okay. So come up with what you want your personal narrative topic to be. And then the only assignment you have today is I'm going to post this form. You go on, you fill it out. Okay. Um, on Wednesday, I'm going to have personal narrative outlines due. So I'm going to post what your outline should look like today. You'll have today and you'll have Tuesday and Wednesday to work on it. And then I'll be due Wednesday night. Okay, so you're going to just do a quick outline of this is my story. And I'm going to post the worksheet and you just fill it in. You just fill in the outline. Okay, so I'll post that today too, but that will not be due until Wednesday. Also on Wednesday, I'm going to have 2 or 3 optional Zoom meetings. So if you look at the post-it note right next to me that says my Hornet time hours, right? So from 9:30 to 11 and 12:30 to 1, I'm going to be available. And I'm going to post a sign-up sheet that if you want to meet during one of those times in a small group or by yourself and do a Zoom meeting about your narrative, about your ideas, if you have questions, or if you just want to talk because you just miss talking to somebody who's not in your family, you can sign up for one of those Zoom sessions. Okay. So I'll post and that's completely optional. So I'll post that today too. Okay, and then by Friday, so your outline will be due Wednesday, and on Wednesday I will post what you need to do for your opening scene, and by Friday you will have written your first paragraph of your personal narrative. Okay, so it's pretty spread out. Today you'll pick your topic, Wednesday your outline's due, Friday your first scene is due. And all of this will be on Google Classroom. So just constantly make sure you're checking Google Classroom. Make sure you log on every single day to do your DOL and make sure that you read to make sure you're not missing any other assignments or announcements. You won't have any assignments other than what's listed here, but you might miss an announcement or two. Also, when I post videos, I know right now I've been talking for 9 minutes and 6 seconds and I want to be done at 10 minutes. But when I post videos, even if they're long, watch them. They're going to help you. They're going to be informative about what you need to do for class, or what you might be missing, or just anything. So I think that's it. Weather's kind of crappy today, so it's going to be hard to get outside, but find something to channel your energy in. Know that I'm thinking about you, know that I'm here for you, and if you need anything, shoot me an email. Otherwise, make sure you're checking in classroom so you can get your work done. Okay? Talk to you soon.